Well, I guess you can tell by now I like guitars. And I especially like them when they're built really well and they're designed beautifully for easy playing. Something that I need, especially as I get older. My criteria has increased to needing great comfort with the guitar. It needs to be able to something I can pick up, can mold against, that I don't feel like my arm is way out to here. Something that's got great action, so that doesn't interfere with my fingers as they get older. They don't move as quite as fast as they used to. Yeah, so it's really nice to be able to pick up. It's refreshing to pick up a guitar that plays well, and this is just another one of those instruments. It just plays excellent. It's called the Martin SC-13E. This is something that's new for Martin. It's only been out for I think 3 years now. I think I got this one about a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago. But you notice it's really different in the way it looks. That's a shape that Martin has never made before until now. They call it the S shape. And you'll notice as the light shines inside the sound hole, you see that X pattern. Usually that's something you would see on the top, and there it is on the back. Totally different for Martin's designs. And here's the thing that's really different about this guitar. Let me turn it over, and there it is. See how that's sculpted out, that neck? It's not just a cutaway, but it's sculpted and smoothed out here. And you'll notice it has 2 bolts. This is not a bolt-on neck, even though it looks like it is. It's not. You see how it joins. It has a dovetail. And then these are like pressure points that they hold it all in place. Now, if you ever had to set the neck on this, it really is much easier to do than the way we have to take the old vintage guitars and have them set today. Take the necks off. You have to heat them up and melt the glue at the joint and carefully remove them. Now, the way this works is you would loosen these screws. I don't even think you have to take them off altogether. You just loosen them. And then inside, you can't see it, but inside, way up in here, there's a wedge. It pulls out like a little drawer, and you can buy a kit from Martin. It's under a line neck, I think is what it's called. If you put it in the search engine on their website, it should come up. It's pretty pricey. It costs like $150, $160 to get those wedges. But the kit does come with more than just the wedge. It gives you the tools you need to reset the guitar back up, including a screwdriver that's set to torque at 25 pounds so that you don't over tighten these screws. I think that's something they really want to keep from happening. In fact, I think they encourage you to take it to one of their recognized technicians to get that work done. Now, when I got this, it had strings on it that were 5211s, which is very light, and I like the feel of a 12 string under my fingers. I like the way it bounces. So what I did was change them out for 5312s. I usually put elixirs on, but I do like Martin's their new coated strings. They're really nice. But I put elixirs on here, and I put the 5312s. And then what I did was I changed, there's a truss rod in this. I just made a very slight change, and the setup is as perfect as it was when I purchased it. You'll notice there's no string buzz. a scale of like 25.4. Isn't that neat? Ebony fingerboard, ebony bridge. And here's something that's unusual too. If you look at the frets to the body, it's 13 frets. Usually it's 14 or 12. You can 12 frets too. I have a 12 fret guitar, but this one's 13 frets to the body. So it makes this a little bit shorter, which I like. At least it has the feel of being a little bit of a short scale. I don't have to reach out to hear when I go to play. But I think the thing that's best about this guitar is the way it sounds. I mean, it's just amazing. And it plays really well on stage plugged in. Great. Has a Fishman in it, Fishman MXT, T for tuner. The tuner is right in the sound hole on the opposite side. It's separate from the controls. You just look down, you can see it, and there's a little pressure point. You press it in, it turns it on. One thing to remember though is if you do use that, turn it off because it mutes the instrument. This last Christmas I was playing it at a benefit, and when we did the sound setup, I tuned the guitar with that tuner. It works really well. It's very responsive. I tuned it, and then after I tuned it, I forgot to turn it off, and we were looking everywhere for why I couldn't get the sound coming through the amp. Thought it was the cable. Thought it was the amplifier. Thought we didn't know what was wrong. And all I had to do was turn the tuner back off. So it's something to remember. I guess I won't forget that again. You can plug in, and that matrix sounds, that Fishman matrix sounds very, very nice. Right now I'm not plugged in. I'm just playing through a microphone, a Shure microphone. It's going to a Bose S1 amplifier. And then I'm actually recording it through an iPhone. It's not the best setup, but I guess it works. And hopefully you can hear how this guitar sounds. Just beautiful sound. Has a 1.75 net, which is pretty standard, but I like that as well. It feels really good to me. Comes with a soft shell case. So it's very, very pretty to look at, very comfortable to hold. I think this shape makes it just super comfortable for my shoulder. And yet it has a 15-inch bout. So, I mean, that's sort of auditorium, size. And then, but the depth of it is only 4 inches. So that probably makes up for a lot of it as well. So there you have it. I'm holding the Martin Road Series, which is made in Mexico. The SC-13E. And it's a great guitar. So if you have a chance to play it, go to one of the local guitar stores, see if they have it. Spend some time with it. You can buy these... Of course, this one's made in Mexico. You can buy one that's made in the United States now, but it's much more expensive. I think it's like $6,000 or $7,000. That's a lot of money. But for $1,500 or so, you can get this. It plays great. It's built really well. The workmanship is just beautiful on this instrument. And I think it's well worth the money. Okay, thank you.